cows are coming in tomorrow. Which means it's preparation day. So we are opening up the pit and I am hooking on the mixer wagon. Now this will be my, well, not my only, but my main mode of transport for the next 7 months. This is my job in the winter. I am on rations. Quite enjoy it actually, it's quite good. So yeah, as of tomorrow, the winter routine officially starts. And quite looking forward to it. It is quite good because you just get into a routine, you get into a way and it's good. I like it, I enjoy it. But then it's also like, that's you for the next 7 months. It is a bit of a thought. But it is what it is. The weather has not been kind to us this year. As I've said several times, these last couple of days have been the best we've had in a long time. But yeah, it is time to admit defeat and look after our ground and our grass and house the cattle. So we're actually, Davey and I are going out to we've got a discussion group meeting tonight. We've been asked to speak at a group meeting, so we'll be heading off to that very shortly. And yeah, tomorrow it all begins. At that point where, like, I've done this for so many years now, but when you haven't been doing it for the past 5 months, it's trying to remember where the pipes go, which one's return. Because I know, I know red's normally return, but it's either this or the bedder. One of the two, they're like the wrong way around. And I can't remember which one it is. We'll try. It might come to me. I'll just go and check the bedder actually, that's probably a better option. See what way it is, and then I'll know. So we then have the plug that goes into the tractor. So that is the electronics, so that does the brain cells of the mixer. Then we've got the lights, put them in up here. Finally the brakes. Let's go see if it's full of leaves. Not too bad. Wee bit of water, not surprising. So for anyone that has not seen in a mixer before, you get different kinds, but this is what we have. So it's got 2 augers in the middle and they spin round like that. So silage comes in, straw comes in, whatever goes in, mixes it all together. And then there's a back door, you can just see the frame there for the back door. And then front door here, that opens. So this slides up, there's a conveyor down there, and you can put it out either side. She's actually looking very clean. We do always wash it after every season too, because obviously with the strong acidic silage corrodes it as well, so, and just to keep it cleaner, tidier. Like, so now you can just crack on, start filling her. So now I need to go and get the box actually to work the doors and to get the weight, see what's in over. Well, now it's hooked back on, it feels like it was only yesterday that I was doing this. This is the control box, so it just sticks onto the window, plugs into the tractor, So this is the one for the tractor, and then the loader's got one exactly the same too. Well, here we go. It is the 30th of November and I'm just about to put out the first load from the mixer for this winter. So we had a couple of the youngest calves inside still, just split them up either side, so they've been in for a couple of days, but I'm putting out this load just now in preparation for taking the other ones in, so at least when they come in the feed will be in front of them for them. As I think I've maybe mentioned before, as the cows calve, they just get batched up into fields, so roughly groups of 20, and you can see here that we keep the heifers all together, so the heifers will get bulled as one group as well. These are also the 3 heifers that I bought with calves at foot are in here, and also a few cows with some twin calves. So all the groups will come in and then we'll start batching them up into bigger groups for bulling, but as I say, the heifers will all stay as one group. So heifers have been picked out of this batch that we just took over, and now we're left with the cows. So we've got 3 sets of twins running here still. Just wanting to give them all the time that they need. We're not wanting to pressure them, just getting them to walk away slowly with their calves and through into the next field and then down to the farm. So that last lot we just took in will be coming up to join this batch. Nice set of twins there. They should be coming any minute. So there'll be a bit of fighting probably because their different batches are going to be mixing now. Literally just sorting through some of the cows in the past, and this little calf ran past and just straight off my leg. As well as taking all the cows in, it's also time for the bulls to go back in. So this is Orlando heading down to the heifers. I nipped off to go round the yows, and then Dad and the cattlemen started opening up the silage pit, so just taking out the sleepers here. Then we'll get the cover rolled back and we'll start using it. So the calves get their wee creep area here in the shed, and then you can see there, that's the gate for them to get through to their mothers anytime that they want. And then here are the cows in the middle section. So mostly all the heifers are here, which will now be classed as second calvers, and then obviously a few Charlies just to top up the number. So we just always build them as a group, just keep them as one group. And then we've opened up the first silage pit. So this is the next 7 months. Everyone is happy at the farm, so today we're actually heading off to another awards lunch where I have actually won 35 years and under for the achievement in agriculture North East. So heading to that to receive my award. I was also presented with this incredible drawing from the very talented Kate Simpson. I am honoured and extremely humbled to have been recognised for such an esteemed organisation in the North East. It was back in 2021 that I took the big step and decided to put myself out there as a young female working in agriculture to show the public the highs and lows of our daily life on a true working farm. Before finishing, I'd just like to say a further few thank yous. Thank you to those who nominated me for this award. When I heard, it was a huge shock and a surprise, but I'm thrilled to be here today. I'd like to thank my family and friends who are here today, not forgetting my brother James and wider family who are supporting from afar. Also to my incredible dad George, who I get the honour of working alongside each day. His wisdom and knowledge is second to none, and if I can be half the farmer he is, I'll be very happy. Finally, as many of you may know, sadly we're missing a very important member of our family. This has been an incredibly challenging year for our family after the very sudden passing of our dear mum. She was a huge supporter in all I was doing, so I'd like to dedicate this award to my incredible mum, Margot, who we all miss so dearly. Thank you again. It is a frosty start this morning. It's cold. So just a way to head up to the top cattle court first. You can't really see it there, but we've got the bed on, so we sort of have like a unwritten rule, it's not really a rule, unwritten routine, that we always do the top cattle court first, bed them first, and then when the cattleman is on the bedder and I'm on the mixer, he'll do this shed first, and then I'll come up and do the feeding next, and then that allows him to bed the bottom shed, and then I can feed the bottom shed. To be honest, I can feed the bottom shed at any time, but normally, I say normally, later on in the winter, when the spring calving cows are in that shed, they go on a different ration, so it's like 2 different mixes. So yeah, it's just a bit of a this shed gets done first kind of thing. I don't know why, but it's just always been that way. So here we go, in the shed. I'll spin it round. Cows. We've just given them a wee bit of barley when they're bulling to try and help with the bulling process. So I can see it's also for shutting the calves in. So as I mentioned, the calves get shut in for a wee while just whilst they're getting used to it. And then that allows me to bed the cows a bit more safely, because sometimes you never know what might come flying out of bail. So yeah, find the calves out of the way and get these cows bedded, because as you can see with this shed, what I find, not only are they bulling at the moment, so they're very black, but also because of where they're feeding and then their bedded bit is all in the same space, whereas down in the bottom shed there's a feed pass which isn't bedded, and then their bedded bit behind that, so when they're out eating, that's when they tend to do their toilet. So it definitely keeps it cleaner having the scrape pass there. But again, because they're bulling, it's just, they're capering about, they're jumping about, they're mucking about, so it doesn't take long to get black either. But I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. So as you can see, when I was talking about the shed at the top, this is their scrape pass, that's obviously where they feed, that's their bedded bit. Again, these guys have been bulling quite a lot, so you can see here that it's turned quite mucky. There's also not a lot of depth in it, because they'll only just really come in, so that won't be helping either. It'll go dirty quite quickly. Yeah, that's right, girls. But you shouldn't be out there. But yeah, I prefer it because normally it just keeps them a lot cleaner, obviously, because you just scrape this pass every day, and then once the muck's up a bit, it'll be fine. So just shutting them back just now so I can get them bedded and fed. To the old cattle court. So as you can see here, this is our bulling heifers, and then this side we've got a few cows that we just aren't bulling this back end for various reasons, mastitis, age, illness, whatever. So just going to give these girls a quick bed now, and then they'll get fed after that. Time for a quick refill. So I should probably explain the bedder here. So you can see this is the floor, and the floor's obviously on chains, and there's a button that pulls this along, so you're taking the straw into the bedder, and you've got your flywheel at the back there, so the straw goes through here. This is obviously spinning, that's obviously spinning, and then it's got like wee bits on it there, you see, and it'll take the straw in, pull it round, push it up the spout, and then out into your cattle court. So that's just a very basic understanding of how it works, but obviously if you've got the floor going too fast, you're pulling it in too fast, and then you'll choke the flywheel, etc. And if you choke it properly, you'll choke the flywheel, choke all the way out the spout. Trust me, I've been there before. And if it's a good bale, it's not too bad. If it's a bad bale, it's a nightmare. I should probably explain why we set the bale on the back bar there and then take off 4 or 5 of the strings. So basically it is, when you have the bale in like this, and if you cut all the strings, like I'll do the last one now, where is it? Obviously the front falls down and then the back falls down, and it makes it harder for getting those strings out. You've got to pull it round the other side, and if it's hard against the front, etc, etc. So just take those strings off, leave the top one on, push it in, and then it just means you've got the top string to find, which is usually slightly easier because it sits that wee bit higher and there's only one. There we go. I know people have varying opinions on this, and some will think we're absolutely mad. But that's just what works at the moment. It's what works for us, and it saves a hell of a chav getting the strings off. All the strings as well, they all go into these bags, and then we've got nets from the wrapped silage as well. That all gets recycled, both of that gets recycled. All around. Bedding all done, now onto mixer wagon. So again, in the top cattle court here, and I'm just away to start putting out to this far side. So this mixer doesn't do both sides at once, so we have to go through one, do one side, and then come back through and do the other. So I'll do this side behind me first. First wee while we chase all the calves in and shut the gate there that you see. So just get them in, get them used to this space, let them know that it's here. They've got a little bit of concentrate feed in the chalk there, and then you get some good quality silage and obviously fresh water. So they'll just be shut in here for half an hour or so. Cows are obviously all out eating, and then the gate will be open the rest of the time, so they can just wander in and out. But it's obviously just to let them know that this space is here. And you can just see a few of them just offering to pick away at bits of cake there. So again, this side, the sun's quite bright, but so again, same idea. Couple troughs, good silage, and their water's actually in that corner there. So again, but the sun's really bad. There we go. And then cows are all out eating. Quite a few bulling here today, so that's why it's quite steamy. Obviously these calves, majority of them were calved outside, were born outside, so you know, just try to get them used to being inside and having their own little space. So another benefit I like about this shed is that the cows are shut back, they're out the way, they're safe. So when you're bedding or feeding, there's no heads poking out, there's no pushing and shoving in about, etc. They're back, they're safe, they're out the way, and you know that they're always going to be safe. Everyone fed, everyone bedded, everyone happy. Now mixing another load again for later on this afternoon for the Old Castle Court, and the start of tomorrow's mix as well. Well, I think that's it for this one. I hope you have enjoyed it. That's it. Back into the winter routine already. Anyway, thanks as always. Please feel free to give it a wee like and hit subscribe to keep up to date with everything that's going on. And feel free to check out my website where you will see all my merchandise that I've got. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a lovely Sunday. See you for the next one.